Shalom, shalom to the nation of Israel, shalom. Before we get started, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakaha Padash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there, scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird. Tabernacle with King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations to the remnant, men, women, children. Shalom, right? So it's your brother Shapat, right? So I wanted to come back in and I had mentioned this earlier. This picture. I seen this picture, and you know, I seen the brother GMS Shapatya. Salakia if I get your name wrong, brother. But I seen him do a lesson. I seen a couple of brothers post this picture, right? So IUIC in the Nation of Islam, right? Now watch this. You got that, right? Now, the troubling connections between Scientology and the Nation of Islam. This is from 2018. I seen accounts of their relationship going back, what, to maybe 2011, Minister Farrakhan. So let's read this. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Look at a couple of these things. And I see you will see right in the beginning what it's about. You'll see right in the beginning what it's about. Scientology is commonly known as a religion of the stars. And what you see Minister Farrakhan taking pictures with all the rappers, all the celebrities. I even talked about how he was made Kappa or Alpha or whatever that Greek. I don't know what that Greek shit is. But he was all happy and smiling and cheesing and stepping on stage and all of that. Not to mention his 5 mansions he got, and his luxury cars, Lamborghinis. They say he got all these luxury cars and everything, right? So let's get on with it, right? Scientology, commonly known as the religion of the stars, its reach inside Hollywood is deep, and celebrity recruitment is a huge component of the group's marketing strategy. It sounds strange to describe the processualizing efforts of a religion as a marketing strategy, but Scientology is unlike any other American religion. It operates as a business at best, as a cult at worst, right? So this is who Farrakhan linked up with. Now let's remember now, IUIC, they the biggest, the biggest, most popular Israelite group. So I guess they trying to link up with the Nation of Islam and get into the, the same racket. But watch it get, the hole goes deep. Let's watch. I seen one on here. Yeah, so I was talking about the Leanne Remy thing, has covered child abuse, child labor, coerced abortions, more in 2 seasons of A&E special. For the first time, many Americans are coming to know Scientology as something other than the religion of Tom Cruise. They're getting a look at its sinister components as well, right? Boom, it talks about her going to Clearwater, Florida, where they got the headquarters at and all of that, and talking about how the wife of the Scientology leader, Miscavige, has not been seen in 10 years, right? Yet there's another component of Scientology that has gone utterly, almost entirely unreported. Its deep relationship with another troubling religious group, Nation of Islam, NOI, the CEO of Anti-Defamation League, blah, 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 blah. Under Louis Nations, anti-Semitism, woo, 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 woo. Talking more about it, watch. Okay, here you go, look. We've been watching worldly as members of the Nation of Islam are spending their spare time with e-members, e-grams, and the writings of L. Ron Hubbard Holy Doctrine. So now, hold on now. So now, not only is the Minister Farrakhan got the Quran, he got the Quran reading out the scriptures, and he wants his people to get into the teachings of L. Ron Hubbard. Okay, let's make sure we understand what's going on, right? Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan encouraging his members to read Hubbard's book Dianetics, and even to get enough training in Scientologists to become auditors. That's the people that, you know, when you go in there, they sitting in a room and they have you grab some silver rods and all of this crazy shit and all this. So they talk about it, Hebrew Israelites as a cult. Where vocab Malone? Where's vocab? But let's continue. The first large-scale introduction of Scientology to the nation members took place in August 2010, when hundreds of believers from around the country traveled to Rosemont, Illinois, near the nation's headquarters, for a seminar on Dianetics, a foundational belief system in Scientology. There, they were guided through ordinance sessions. Oh, see? A kind of hybrid between hypnosis and confession. Yeah, you go in this room. I seen it on her Leanne Remy thing, and then you go in there and you grab some silver things with some probes on it and all of this, and if you don't sound right or sound like one of the people that they could do they little Vulcan mind meld thing to, they kick you out, or they might take you and kick your wife out. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. That thing was crazy, man. Watching that thing, it was crazy. In which a Scientologist purges painful experiences from his subconscious in the presence of an auditor. At the end of the seminar, Farrakhan told the group he wanted everyone in attendance to become a certified auditor. Why? 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 Let's keep reading. You're going to see why. You're going to see why. Nation of Islam, Tony and working together even more closely, independent. Tony Muhammad with Freedom Award. Tony Muhammad with this Freedom Award in Inglewood. They giving awards. Farrakhan got an award too. They giving awards to him, recognition of his humanitarian efforts. What exactly are those efforts? Muhammad travels the world showing a documentary on vaccines claiming they cause autism. Dang, don't get me for that. That's Scientology, YouTube. I'm just reading Scientology. Just this week, Nation Islam members held a blessing and naming ceremony. Individual behind it. This way it get good. Now, why would Minister Farrakhan do that? Why would he do that? You're a hater. You're just another GMS hater. Louis Farrakhan is entitled to personally receive a 10% commission on all money NOI members pay for Scientology auditing, and a 15% commission on all them. You see why Nate want to be down? You see why IUIC have? Do you already get the connection? Do you already get the connection? It goes deeper. We ain't even finished yet. We halfway through the pot. Louis Farrakhan is entitled to personally receive 10% commission on all money NOI members pay for Scientology auditing, and a 15% commission on all money NOI members pay for Scientology courses. I don't know what Farrakhan's compensation plan is within the NOI, but with 40,000 plus NOI members, the relationship between NOI, Salakia, and the Church of Scientology, Farrakhan stands to personally earn an awful lot of money. Told you he got the mansions, he got them cars. You got to pay for that stuff. Upkeep, taxes. You got to pay for all of that, you know. Oh, well, you hating? He's supposed to be able to make money. Why he got to be destitute? No, okay, whatever. During his keynote address to members of the Nation of Islam last year, Farrakhan seemed to take aim at Remy. Now, this where it really get good. Now, Farrakhan come out and talking about Leanne Remy that was doing that show exposing Scientology. Now, I done watched the show. I watched all of the seasons of the show. You know what I'm saying? With her exposing them. She never had one time mentioned the Nation of Islam in this Farrakhan. Not one time. But let's continue. I'm just setting the record straight. I'm not a Scientologist, but I respect L. Ron Hubbard. I know that this is the time that they're making an all-out movie to destroy Scientology. But what I asked Miss Remy, or whatever her name is, she's going in hard. She's hurt by something. I seen people, now they could have been actors. I don't know. They could have been actors that she had, because Hollywood is good for putting on a show. But it was a lot of people that was saying that they families and all that was broken up. Scientology was threatening them. They was doing this. They was doing that. They was stalking them. They had private investigators following them. They had a lot of stuff going on. Even Remy and the dude, Mike, that we'll get to him next. Mike, whatever his name is, right? They was following them, trying to harass them and all that. Farrakhan seemed to go on a tangent talking about his followers looking for understanding, but worrying that it was coming from sources that weren't perfect. It was difficult to tell whether this was another reference to Hubbard or Scientology, but he concluded this section of remarks with this line: the more we strive to make ourselves better, the better we will become in being disciples of Christ or Muhammad, or see why Farrakhan is he's a ball of confusion, man. Or anybody we think we should follow. The message seemed pretty clear. Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam will stand by the Church of Scientology as it is marked for destruction by a hurt Leanne Remy. See? So yeah, of course. We just read. So your opinion is tainted. Farrakhan, his opinion is tainted because of the money situation. How you gonna believe this guy? He getting big commission from them, big checks from them. But okay, let's keep going. With the bad PR, boom, 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 Scientology received, thanks to the Remy series and others, its recruitment efforts had taken a serious hit, blah, 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 which is why one Scientology insider told me he believes the bulk of Scientology new recruits are members of the Nation of Islam. So, Farrakhan helped them out by getting his people to go and bring in an influx of new money, new believers, new this and that madness. Few groups are as familiar with bad publicity as the Nation of Islam, so recruits from that organization are probably undeterred by being disliked by most Americans. The leaders of the Nation of Islam are active members of Scientology, and they are pocketing commissions in exchange for urging NOI members to practice Scientology alongside Islam. In turn, the Nation of Islam has access to the power that Scientology wields, and the A-list celebrities, including his vast real estate holdings. They got a lot of property. Scientology own like a town in Florida. They got their own town in Florida. Holdings and infrastructure it uses to attack its defectors and opponents. The combine of these two organizations, troubling, powerful, whoop-de-whoop, whoop, 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 whoop. Right? Okay. That's one. Right? It gets deeper. So we go back to this one. Let's look at this one now. Let's look at this one. I made it. Look, see? California accuses social media soldier Rizza Islam of medical fraud, medical fraud. Right now. Oh, that's just an article. That's just an article. Boom. Here you go. Right here. The people of the state of California versus Rizza Islam whatever. And look who's reporting on it. Look who's reporting on it. The Scientology Money Project. You cannot make this up, man. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. But let's not forget, IUIC want to be down with them. They want to be down with them. They want to be down with them. So next you'll have IUIC members will be the new influx of, yo, you know, you need to read the Dianetics books. They're not bad. They, you know, and this and this and this and this and that. Already got them not calling on the names Yah by Shem Yah Shai. So, you know, what's one more, you know, what, Israel United in Christ? What's one more white guy to look up to in L. Ron Hubbard? What's one more, right? Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Prove all things. So I mentioned it and I was like, got home and it just was like, let me look at this, man. Let me look at this. So here you go. Here you go. The links below are the summary of the court reporting I did during the preliminary court trial of Rizza Islam and his co-defendants, blah, 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 blah. And his centered around $3.8 million Medi-Cal insurance fraud committed during the operation of the now defunct Scientology. The $3.8 million Medi-Cal insurance fraud committed during the operation of the now defunct Scientology Licensed World Literacy Crusade and the American Health Education Clinic located in Compton, California. What they was doing was getting the little black kids from the inner city and all of that, putting them in a little van, taking them somewhere, keeping them in there for a little while, then telling the government they was doing stuff with them. And they was getting paid money, right? Okay, let's keep getting it. Let's keep getting it. Let's keep getting it. And I think that's his mama right there. I think that's his mama right there. Thanks to Tony Ortega, boop, 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 boop. The story has now become part of a decade-long story of Scientology and criminality. The sovereign citizens defense offered by Rizza and his mom, Hannah Islam, at the preliminary trial failed badly and served them both a hard lesson. What? Okay, Belle. I remember she was saying, "Oh, you can't do nothing to me. I don't recognize this court." She was going on that she's an indigenous people and all of this stuff. That's what she was saying. Here's what actually happened on the final day preliminary trial. Okay, wait, hold on. Video stated Rizza was being at jail. Boop, 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 boop. There, Rizza and his mother were held in jail on bail basis upon the charges for which they were bound over for trial. Rizza spun his jail time as being for contempt only. He did not forthrightly speak to the underlying criminal charges, which were charges for which he was being held. Rizza has never directly addressed these charges on social media. I bet he won't. But you know, if he got out and he get away from this, they got that $3.8 million thing in jail time over him for him to do what? Be a puppet. To come out here and say what the hell they telling him to do. Right? Okay, let's continue. On the final day, the preliminary Judge Pastor, ruled that the state had met its burden of proof. That don't mean they guilty, but had met their burden of proof, and he ruled that all defendants were to be bound over for trial on the charges. Yup. Look, Judge Pastor turned his attention to Hannah Islam and said that the evidence shows she had engaged in an extremely aggravative fraud scheme that involved educators and innocent high school students. See, innocent high school students. Judge Pastor further stated that Hannah had played games with the court and engaged in nonsense, where he was clearly referring to Hannah wasting and contemptuous servants. Yeah, she was claiming a sovereign citizen defense that had gotten her fine. Boo, 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 boo. The judge released them. Yeah, so here go the court papers, the court documents, or whatever the case, right there. More court documents. There's the evidence right there. There's the evidence right there. There's the evidence right here, right? So, yeah, that's it. More court paperwork. Boom, 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 right? Okay, so we got that. So now, we done proved what we done proved so far. We done proved that Nation of Islam and Scientology is deep in bed together. Very deep. Deep enough to where they committing a fraud for almost $4 million. Right? And so now, go back to these niggas. Why would you... Okay, Salakia. Go back to these individuals, right? Why would you want to link up with these guys? To do what? What's the agenda there? Let's get a couple of scriptures and we get out of here. I just wanted to get back in and do this lesson real quick and just show that, well, I guess this lesson will be Scientology plus the Nation of Islam plus IUIC equals madness. There you go right there. That equals madness, man. Equals madness. Equals madness. But they'll say, oh, man, you know, you guys, that's what you guys are GMS, man. You guys don't want to be together, don't want to play nice together. Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agree? Right? Let's get this one. Sirach. And the brother, I watched this. He brought these scriptures out too. These same scriptures out too. Let's get Sirach 13, I think 15. Let's start there. "17. What fellowship have the wolf with the lamb, so the sinner with the godly? What agreement is there between the hyena and a dog? And what peace between the rich and the poor? As the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor. As the proud hate humility, so doth the rich abhor the poor." See? Look. And this is perfect right here. What did Farrakhan do? He helped bring in an influx of new people. New money, got a commission for it to do what? To help Scientology that was falling, right? Look at this one. 13 and 21. "A rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends, but a poor man being down is thrust away by his friends." See? So yeah, he helped these niggas out, man. He helped Scientology. She was hammering Scientology. She was hammering Scientology with past members that were saying, I ain't get to talk to my mama. I ain't talked to my mama in 20, 30 years. You know, my mama, cause I got out of it. My mama, I forget the list or whatever the list they say they put you on. Yeah, madness, man. Madness. So what do you want to do? What do you want to link up with these guys for? What do you want to link up with these guys for? 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers," that don't believe in the scriptures. "For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness? Unless you both dark. Because we know ain't no light in Islam. We just went through it. Let's keep getting it. Couple more, we get out of here. Isaiah 34:16. We got to get that one. Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. Excuse me. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. Yeah, so we don't need to mix it with the Quran. We don't need to mix it with the books of Dianetics. We don't need to mix it with the teachings of Scientology. We don't need to mix it with the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We don't have to do none of that, man. The scriptures got it all, man. Ain't no prophecies in none of them books, man. None of them books going into the MOTB. What's going to happen in the final days? None of them books going into that, man. Joshua 1:8. Let's get there. Let's see. Slovakia, Joshua 1:8. This book of the law shall not depart out thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. We just read that. Don't mix it. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Yeah, man. This one just popped in my head right here. I didn't have this one written down. Salakia, let's get Revelation 22:18. Let's go there. Revelation 22:18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out the book of life, and out the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book. Yeah, man. What is it? Proverbs? Is it Proverbs 30:6, I think? Let's see if I'm right. Oh, yeah, sure. Let's go 5. Proverbs 30:5. Every word of the Most High is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. Add thou not unto his words, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar. So we know the Nation of Islam Minister Farrakhan is a liar. And if you was having doubts about IUIC, if this is true, and this is the direction that they headed, then IUIC is definitely a lie. They already lying, saying with the name United, Israel United in Christ. That's already a lie already. Their whole name is a lie. Isaiah 1:20. Let's get there. 2 more. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 20. But if ye refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of the Lord have spoken it. Yeah, the prophets, the apostles, the men, the teachers, the real true men of the Lord is rebuking all of this, man. All of this. We is pointing out all the false ways. So get out your feelings out there, Rap the News followers. Y'all gotta get out y'all feelings, man. Dude was teaching a faulty doctrine, full of air holes, talking about other planets, planet of hell, reptilians with big shebangas and stuff. Yahushua is not to be reverent. So his doctrine had all kinds of holes in it. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of holes in it. Air holes. Like them little wiffle balls you used to have with the bat. The little plastic bat with the wiffle ball. That was his doctrine, man. A wiffle ball. 2 Peter 1:19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy than the Quran, than the books of Dianetics, whereunto ye do well to take well that ye take heed as unto a light that shineth in a dark place until the day dawn, and the day star arise in your hearts. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scriptures is of a private interpretation. Yeah, for the prophecy came not in the old time by the will of man, but holy men of the Most High spake as they were moved by the Ruach Kodesh. So yeah, man, this is madness, man. This is madness. Nation of Islam is madness. Minister Farrakhan is madness. Islam, he's a false little distraction. I ain't even gonna call him a prophet. He's not a prophet. He's not even close to a prophet. Minister Farrakhan is not a prophet neither, man. He's another piece that they set up, a strategic piece that they set up that they using, man. So yeah, so with that one, man, I'm gonna say all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Ruach Kodesh. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird, tabernacle with King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations to the remnant, men, women, children. Shalom.